Insight. Let's go to our featured guest of the morning. He's Allan Small of Allan Small Financial Group, IA Private Wealth. Allan, thanks a lot for coming by.
Good morning.
Let me tell viewers a few more of the deal basics here, and then we'll move on to what Allan's got to say about this. Here are the basics of the deal. Teck has agreed to sell 77% of Elk Valley Resources. That's the metallurgical steel mining operations, Elk Valley Resources. Teck will sell its huge 77% stake to Glencore for $6.9 billion US. Nippon will also make a deal. It's an exchange of an already owned stakes plus some money. Nippon Steel of Japan will come away with a 20% stake in this asset, and POSCO, another Japanese steelmaker, will come away with a 3% stake in Elk Valley Steel. The proceeds to Teck, of course, will be substantial. Investors will want to know, what will Teck do with this? Teck says it will reduce debt on its balance sheet and will also unlock the full potential of its base metals business. Allan, what do you think?
I think it's a good deal. I think it's a good deal for shareholders. Perhaps shareholders might even get some of that money given back to them. There's a thought for that as well. The stock has been in tough, obviously, and I think it's not because of Teck, the business itself. I think it's more just the environment right now. Strong dollar, higher interest rates, usually not good for commodities in general. And I think that is what's weighed on names like Teck. But overall, like you mentioned, the talks have been in the works for a long, long time about Teck, whether to buy the whole company. Now, obviously, selling off the coal business, they're now able to focus on their base metals, the copper, the zinc. And I think a great deal. They're going to refocus, fix their balance sheet, improve their balance sheet, pay down some debt, and as I said, hopefully give some money back to shareholders.
This a large part of the impetus here, and as we again look at Teck Resources shares in the pre-market trade, up about 6%, but nowhere near their 52-week high. A lot of this has to do with getting away from coal, which is stigmatized, I think it's fair to say, in the minds of many investors around the world. Teck becomes essentially a pure play base metals producer with big operations in copper and zinc. Copper, of course, is perceived as a green-friendly metal because it's key to the energy transition. Glencore, meanwhile, will take these metallurgical coal operations, combine it with its large thermal coal operations, and within a couple of years spin that company off into a separately traded coal mining company on the New York Stock Exchange, leaving the rest of Glencore's very substantial operations coal-free. So both companies wanting to seemingly exit the coal business.
Yeah, and I think it sounds like a fantastic move for Glencore, of course, and I think will benefit their stock. But again, I think, when us here in Canada, a lot of us will own Teck shares, have owned Teck shares over the last many years. It's a fantastic company, but again, trading not that expensive, actually, around 10, 11 times earnings, so fairly cheap, like you said, trading well off their 52-week highs. But I think obviously the coal situation weighing on the company, but also, as I said, I think the environment right now for commodities, it's tough. You're going to have to see growth, right? Copper is a growth area. Copper is used in many areas that you need growth, in building, et cetera. So I think for a name like Teck to get back to its former highs, I think you're going to have to see some growth numbers get better, and that's contravening what the Bank of Canada wants, right? They want to see growth slow, and the Fed wants to see growth slow to bring down inflation. So it's tough right now for companies like Teck.
Is this the go-to name for investors who want exposure to copper? Investors who have been invested in First Quantum Minerals have been crushed recently on some unexpected news and very negative news from Panama.
I think it can be. And as I said, I think the valuations are very reasonable. We'll see what Teck does with the proceeds of the sale. I think if they announce some sort of special dividend or something, give back to the shareholders, I think that'll just sweeten the name even more.